Grand Rising family, it is September the 20th, 2025, and yes, I've already thanked God for opening up my eyes. But guess what, guys? I'm hearing, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. Won't you help me out? Yeah, I'm hearing somebody is playing or listening to something about tired of being alone. I'm so tired. I think that's Al Green. Tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. I don't know. But yeah, somebody playing to be up trying to sing and stuff. Anyway, it's about 4 o'clock, I must say, in the morning. And, when God wake you up in the middle of the night, God is trying to tell you something just ain't right. No, seriously, something. I don't know. But everything all right with me, though. I was everything all right with me. But yeah, I guess it's the energy. God woke up me. You know what I'm saying? God woke up me. But in the middle, I'm trying to say, when you're waking up in the middle of the night, something just ain't right. Maybe God is trying to. Okay? Listen to God. Over here, listen to me. Listen. God is trying to tell us something that why we're up this early in the morning. Why are we up this early? God trying to tell us something. God, you cannot actually hear the voice. Okay, you can't hear the voice like that voice. I don't know how to explain. I was gonna try to break it down to you, but no, I mean it's really gonna be left up to y'all. Like I can kind of explain it to you, but I can't help you understand it. You see what I'm saying? Like I can kind of break down what I be talking about, but I cannot. Well, not really help you, but I can help you. Kind of like you know um. I'm trying to be just as low as I can, but I'm saying, listen, it's gonna take you. And I heard it's gonna take a miracle. I don't know why it's gonna take a miracle, but it's gonna take you to wanna do. You gotta wanna know the truth. You can't just say, yeah, I wanna know the truth, and then you want a little bit. No, when you want the truth, you want all of it. You see what I'm saying? So, gotta be more. You gotta be more specific. Be how you ask for the truth, like in the you know if what like you got to be specific. Like, okay, let me give you an example. Like when you ask for a man, God send me a man and stuff. I already said, look, he got to be. He can't be in no on us. He can't be, a man that I can't trust. You got to be specific. You have to be specific with God. So maybe you're not asking specifically. Seriously, start trying to ask him specifically. God, you got to give full details and stuff as if you asking for something for your birthday. Say you specific or a present for day. Like, seriously, you want to be specific on what you ask for. And that's what I've been doing. I've been specifically asking for certain things specifically. Like, I specifically get a certain eye for this and a certain eye for that. Yeah, I'm asking specifically. So you have to be more cautious of what you ask for. Okay, please do. Especially if you want it to come true. Please do. Okay, so maybe it's a problem for somebody. Okay, so try to do that. And listen, since nobody's seen God, you wouldn't know where He's at. So listen, what I'm saying is try to be thinking outside of the box. Maybe you need to think outside the box because we were a certain way, the Caucasian, the European was God again, but I found out it's not the European man. Everybody didn't kind of been taught that, friend. And it really don't who you allow in, but when you want to know that you allow in, I'm talking about your mind, friend. Seriously, even in your mind, friend, you got to be very cautious of who you let in. Because they'll try to trick you again and say it was a Caucasian man. I'm just saying, okay? But I know for a fact it was never Caucasian, no way. Yeah. But, people out here, you can have as you love God, as long as you trust God, you know, I want God to do. I'm saying whatever color you want it to be, baby. Man, and then specifically, it's really not a man because that's when God is like in all of it. I'm talking about seriously. It's little. It's like I'm. It's not like I'm. It ain't like you degrading him, making him less than because God is not a man. But at the same time, it just depends on who God is in your mind. Can I say it like that? It's who God is in your mind. Okay, loving and kind, but also knowing that God is loving and kind and caring and stuff, and not all that negative. That's not God. Okay, so yeah, so God can be if you want God to be for you there. I'm talking about whatever. But you have to like get it together. No, seriously, you got to get it together. There, you can't be saying God is this and that, and that's not where you at. You see what I'm saying? We want to get on the same plan. Y'all be good to get on somebody plan. Get on your plan. Can I get on your well? If you're gonna be on God plan, then you can't be playing. It's two different kind of plans, man. But yeah, that's all God asks you to do out there. Enjoy around. Or you in your spirit out there that what God looked like to you and what God really do. That's what I'm saying. Like it's different for everybody, and everybody's not gonna have the same relationship with God. Some people don't believe in God, and that's okay too. Cause let me tell you, God don't believe in you. God is not forceful. God is not gonna be real. God is not told nobody to go steal. Nobody. No, no, no. People use God though, and don't use God like that no more. I'm serious to say, God told me to take this money from you. God told me to take this house from you. God told me to change these documents. God told me to go in the courtroom and act like I'm the judge of the case. I'm serious. Like, no, no, no. God looking at your face, baby. And see, this is kind of tricky thing about it because you never know when God is watching, dog. But all the time, God is always watching, baby. Eyes bigger than mine. I'm serious. Eyes way bigger than mine, baby. I know I have some big ones, but there's more bigger to see you with. I'm serious. That's my shit. The more bigger to see you with. That's why my eyes big, bitch. The better to smell your shit. That's why my nose not big, bitch. No, my face is small. My nose is not big at all. People, when we were growing up, they would say little stuff like that, like, oh, big nose, don't come back. I said, that's what they do. People do it today, too. I'm serious, like, child, ask your children, boo. Do people be trying to call out shit about them, too? Like, oh, my God, like that's supposed to make you feel. Like, don't you see that every day I fucking look at me? I'm serious, like, motherfucker be like, oh, so you think it's funny or something? No. But it's how people want your feelings to go, and I had to realize that growing up and shit. Like, no, my nose is not big, ugly, bitch. No, shit, my bad. But yeah, people will tease you about stuff that when they think you care, like, bitch, no, like I said, shit, I know why my nose is coming out my head. I said because it's better to smell your shit with, baby. Smell your shit. And the bigger it is out there, the more shit you can smell every fucking way. I'm just saying, if you have this nose plan, I'm serious. And the kids be saying shit like that. That's why I'm be like, every last one of them children that ever, they gotta take it back. They gotta take it back, baby. They gotta take it back. They know it ain't even looking like that. It's not like that, baby. It's not like that. Some people try to use what you are used to against you. Okay, let me say that. What you are used to against you. And they do. And it just depends on how your emotions go well with that, too, because people can have you out here, you know, making you feel insecure about yourself when it's really somebody else. That's called projection. Okay, projection, when somebody can project on you how they feel about your nose or your lips or your eyes, boo. I'm serious. They project that to you to make you feel insecure about yourself too. And that's basically how people do. That's why I say children too. Children still talk about other children when they go into school and stuff. Oh, you got on them dusty shoes, you got on them ugly pants, you got on them, but not overstanding the circumstances of the situation that these children are in or may have possibly have been put in. Because see, a lot of people's situation ain't their situation. A lot of people are placed in situations involuntarily. Uh-huh. And then left with no choice. See, people look at people by the things that they have seen or heard them do, but people don't look at the choices that a person may have to decide from. Boo, I'm serious. I mean, the choices. Do you know why those people had made those choices? Do you know? No. And half people just don't want to know. They just want to be able to go and have something to say. But I don't be worried about those people. Anyway, don't worry about it, baby. People they talked about Jesus, you know? They talked about Jesus. You gotta know that. See, this stuff is steady repeating itself. It's like history. It's steady repeating itself, right? They talked about Jesus all that time Jesus around, all that stuff was going on with Jesus around. Same thing going on now. Same exact thing, baby. So you gotta know that. I'm serious. You just gotta know that. Like history repeats itself until you break the cycle. You gotta break that cycle, baby. You gotta break that cycle expeditiously. Because if not, it could affect your whole family. And that's usually how it be. Something didn't happen that affected the whole family. I'm talking about affected it. And sometimes you don't physically see it. Sometimes it's spiritually, and that's where it be at. Spirit, it be in your spirit. A broken spirit can be passed down as a broken spirit. A healed spirit can be passed down as a healing spirit. It just depends on what kind of spirit you are in. Now, and it's so simple, friend. You know, sometimes they put a little extra shit in, but it is so simple, friend. It really is. It's simple. It's simple. It don't take nothing but some love and some overstanding, and for people to stop being so damn demanding about shit that's not theirs anyway. Uh-huh. That's what God say, baby. God ain't out here picking fights and starting wars and shit going over there. Oh, y'all got extra oil over this bitch. I'm serious. No, I'm serious. You know, you have to get funny with it, and so you won't get it. You feel me? You have to get funny with it, just so you won't get it. You don't want it, do you? Do you want it? Well, I feel like if people that really wanted it, they would really go get it. But no, y'all don't really want it, y'all. Y'all really don't want it. So just, yeah, cut that out too. You know, you don't want what God would do for you. No, baby, you don't want it. You know, people talk all that shit, but when it's happening, they be like, oh, where they at? They done ran off. Somebody done ran off. Somebody done ran off, baby. I don't know, but somebody done ran off, though. But yeah, you gotta be specific. You gotta make sure what you want, what you ask for is what you want. That's what they say. Be careful what you ask for. And I've been very careful here, especially here lately, because at first I was just asking for shit. Like, okay, I can get that, I can get that. Okay, okay. But I've decided to do it another way because you can't just be asking like that. Okay, I'm saying you just can't. You got to be specific, very. But that's why be careful what you ask for is very important right now, and especially why God is making decisions right now too. You know, these decisions are not just being made with you. That's another thing I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all think y'all just be making these decisions, whether it is to destroy or to kill or whatever. Y'all think y'all just be making these decisions by yourself, right? And y'all the ones making or whatever. Now, God is not helping you to decide to kill nobody. No. But God, child, I already know. I'm serious. I already know, baby. So, no, any decision that you made or making, you know, God is taking the time to look at it, baby. Look at it and letting you decide. Because see, this is the thing about it. God will allow you to make decisions too about your life because it's already wrote out. Everything's already wrote out. What you're gonna do, how you gonna do it, who you gonna do it with, all that shit. God already know down this bitch. Already. That's like I think that is so very intelligent to me. Like to already know everything you gonna be, what you gonna see, and I'm talking about just. I think that's intelligence. I think that's intelligence to be able to know that and then show that and then send your ass right back to where you had me fucked up at. I really like that with God. I'm serious. I'm just saying. You know, I do have to add my own stuff up in there, man. Come on now. But yeah, I like that though about God. You know, so it's really not no you frauds and stuff like that. It's really it's where you, I guess, supposed to be at. I guess you're supposed to be fraudulent. I guess the people that are being fraudulent, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. And I already told you, God know that too. God do. But the decision, boo, like if God already knows it, is that you can change it. You can change your life, baby. You can change your life. You can change your mind. And that's at any fucking time. I'm serious. You can change your life and your mind at any time, baby. You don't have to, I gotta do this. And you people that's doing, I gotta do this for my family. That's not working. That's not working. God has looked at all the stuff that y'all have been doing for your families, and majority of it is not right. Okay, so y'all can stop saying that tonight or today or whenever you're looking at this, you can stop saying you're doing this for your family, because what God is doing for your family is way bigger than anything that you can do. And see, you don't even got to do that. All you got to do is add to it, boo. People go out of there. I got to go out of my way. Why would you do that when God is okay? God ain't going out of the way. I was saying, God, God's goddesses don't go out of the way to make somebody else. I'm gonna go out of my way and then you're not okay. No, no, that's not what God say. God don't say go out of your way and you ain't okay. You got to make sure you okay first. The first priority should always be you. Because let me explain that a little bit too. If you're not good, then whatever outside of you that you're doing, helping, or whatever, is not going to be good, baby. That's why I say make sure you're good first. You know what I'm saying? In your emotions, in your spirit, and all that. Like seriously, make sure where you need to be at. Like seriously, and spiritually is very important for all of us. Like make sure your emotions, spirit is your emotions. Your feelings, your heart. Make sure your heart, yeah, play a part, baby. I'm serious, really, really. Make sure your heart, yeah, play a part, really. hmm Some people don't use their heart. People make emotional decisions and stuff. That's not no emotional decision is not a heart decision, baby. Emotions and hearts is two different things to me. You can't be all emotional and then I love you, B. No, no, no. But yeah, you gotta just like I said, try to be more aware. More aware. Stop acting like y'all don't care either, because people be acting like they don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Until till your time for your ass to go up there, then you care. No, stop. Just stop doing it, dog. Like the more you put your heart into it, and I'm not talking about no evil shit. I'm talking about the more you put your heart in, trying to do good down this bitch, the more you'll get. I'm serious, like on some real shit. The more you'll get. And money, everybody want money. You know what I'm saying? Cash out me some, okay? But what I'm trying to say is you should want money in the right way. Not for nobody to go away. You want the money. I want the money when you die. I'm gonna kill you. No. No, and that has become so familiar down here on this earth that people will take their own family members out just for a little amount of money. And that's ridiculous. That's not, God didn't tell you to kill nobody. It said, thou shall not kill. And who the hell you think thou is? Y'all is thou. You heard me? Y'all is thou. Oh shit, y'all is thou. Like seriously, y'all is thou. If God wanted some bullets and all that shit going on, God got it. God got it. You don't need you to do nothing about it. I'm serious. Nothing about it. Did God specifically contact you and say, look, I need you to go over there and gear up bulletproof? No, no, no. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all be more serious about your life, okay? And then it won't get taken away. Be more serious about your life and the people that, when you care about people, when you really love somebody, you really worried about their life too. Well, you don't even need to worry down here. But God had promised so many stuff, but it's like y'all forgot about us. No, I'm saying God promised us a lot of things. I'm talking about peace and love and overstanding, and y'all done became so demanding about shit. But that's why I be like, I'll stick with God, bitch. I'm gonna stick with God, cause I don't know. It's like sometimes I'm like, what do God love you for? I'm saying like it's crazy, but yeah, y'all got to stick to the plan down here, and it'll make less people have to disappear. You know, I mean, especially if you love somebody though. Like I don't think y'all love average. It's very. I don't think it's average no more. I don't think it's average. I think people would rather let the love go and just turn into a ho ho. I'm serious. I just think that. My bad. I'm just thinking. Okay, just thinking. But yeah, I mean, and it don't even have to be like that down here. Everybody can get love if you want it. If you want, and I think everybody want some love. I think now some of y'all might be, hey, I don't know. I don't. I don't. But yeah, I mean, some people may not want no love down here, but that's not gonna keep you here. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say if you want to stay here, these are for the people that are not don't want to be the rule breakers, and the people that want to, stay here without being fakers. Like those are the people that God gonna take us away. I'm sick. God gonna take us away. I'm talking about where it's safe. Where it's safe, baby. Where it's safe. I don't want to say take you away and everybody thinking you're going. No, no. I'm trying to see why everybody trying to get to heaven like that for. Like that, you heard what I said, like that for. Because it's another way that we can go. You ain't got to get to heaven like that, though. That's all. Yeah. Just a lot of, stuff we just trying to fix down here. It's like, when you try to fix stuff, it's like hell when Noah was trying to build his boat as well. Like, seriously. Like, got motherfuckers riding by and shit, lying on them bitch, lying on them. I'm talking about lying on them. Why you getting up? Why you getting all that up there? Then the water, this had to be a very tremendous boat. It had to be the biggest boat that shit the biggest boat that they could get, basically. And Noah did it. You know what I'm saying? That's big. That's big. Noah to do it. Just one part out of millions and millions. I don't think they ever said nothing about nobody helping him, which I'm quite sure a motherfucker came through with a medal and tried to get a little information. You know how motherfuckers be trying to come around and talk to you while they getting your information and acting like they helping you at the same time. Now I know a lot of y'all done had them people come around like they gonna help you and shit and just want to know what the fuck you finna get. But yeah, that Noah, they did Noah like that. Motherfucker Ryan, I'll be back. Never come back and shit. You know how motherfuckers be promising you they gonna help you. It's a good thing you trying to do for the community too and all that old fake ass shit. And you know what Noah did? Left by himself, bitch. He's like, fuck these shit. I'm serious. I would know him, man. Like, God, y'all was doing all that to y'all was going to come back and help me. And we going to do this together because this what family do. And, you know how motherfucker get to talking and shit. And then don't do nothing, bitch. That shit crazy. It's crazy. It's been repeating itself, though. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you the examples of shit that's been going on. Like, they been saying that. They been saying they going to help you instead at the same time trying to knock your ass out of shit. They was doing that when Noah was building the ark around that bitch. I'm serious. Like stealing his shit. You can imagine him going outside the next day. He know he had a hammer out there, right there the lake where he gonna start at, right in the hammer gone and shit. Motherfuckers been off in the goddamn yard stealing shit. So that could have something to do with something significant. Somebody been in your yard stealing shit. Sure, say it. I'm quite sure Noah was mad. Like, goddamn it, I'm up at 4 o'clock for the bill and shit. And they done got my hammer, bitch. And then the store don't open up till like 9 or 10 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? Sure, I know Noah probably was one mad man until he got the sell away friend. I'm serious. I know he was never a mad man again. I'm serious. I'm like, Noah was like thinking like, okay. So, yeah, motherfucker, you took my hammer away. I'm serious. Yes, they was cussing back in the day. Yeah, that's why I have it so strong to say. I'm serious. Our people was cussers. Like, these motherfuckers that I've been over here, ain't nobody come and help me build this. And they wanted to ride. I'm quite sure a lot of people was mad at Noah after he done took off and shit. But why y'all take that man hammer, bitch? I'm serious. Why y'all take the hammer, though? Yeah, child. Somebody that took the hammer before. I'm serious. Somebody had to take the hammer because Noah was upset and stuff. Like, when I get this done, I'm going to leave everyone. And that's what he did. That's why I say be specific, even when you ask for kids. Be specific. Y'all just, I'm going to get this dig and yeah, we going to have a kid. No, baby, you didn't say what kind of, you didn't say that y'all kid was going to be dysfunctional, low IQ and shit. So that's why I say you got to be careful what you ask for down there, bitch. You got to. You got to. Because if not, child, you'll get somebody else too. I'm serious. You'll get somebody else too. Don't just be more specific. Specific. That's what they add. Yeah, specific. It ain't Pacific. I was going to say the ocean, but the Pacific is the ocean. Okay, it's specific today with the S. Uh-huh. Another thing I was thinking about our vocabulary. How some words we say the whole word, some words we add if it's TH, we add F. I mean, we just do stuff ourselves. And I think that's being original. And God is so cool with that. As long as you ain't out here trying to cause people heart attacks and beat them in their backs and shit. No, I'm serious. Like, y'all have kind of got a little delirious down here. I'm serious, though, but try to do a little bit better with yourself. And I mean, like slowly. You can do it slow, baby. You can start on it like slow, like start today. Start today, cause it's the Sabbath day. Okay, start today and kind of do slow stuff. Kind of do little bitty. You can start little, baby. You ain't got to go big. You know what? I'm finna go over here and help all the kids. No. And then next week you'll be trying to sell your wigs. Don't do it, baby. So somebody was gonna go try to help somebody do something big, and then next week have to sell all the wigs. So don't do that, baby. You don't wanna overgive yourself, to where you have nothing left. You feel me? You got to make sure you be able to reforward, to be able to go back, or retrack or something. Like don't just go all in. Like start small, friend. Start small. Go within. Start small, friend. Like the best thing to do is go back to your childhood. But a lot of us enjoyed it. It was something that you really loved when you was little, and now you done got bigger. But when you was little, just find that one little thing that you really, really, I'm talking about, that didn't make you mad or sad or nothing. Just find that one thing that kind of made your heart, happy, 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 happy hearts, happy hearts. Find that one thing that makes your heart happy and do that. And it's okay if it's childish, matter of fact, long as it ain't hitting nobody, stabbing nobody in the back and all that. I mean, it could be that. It could be like bring that where you got where you're actually at right now. And I know a lot of people feeling down and shit. Oh no, I shouldn't have worked with the government. You right, you shouldn't have. I was saying you right, you shouldn't have. But let me tell you, go on and start cleaning that out your gut by doing such thing as being honest about it. Be honest to yourself. Now that's another thing. You always have to start with yourself. Like I said, that's the first thing you need to put in your head. Always start with yourself instead. So you can go have conversations. You can have full blown conversations with yourself, baby. Don't listen to nobody else. Oh, you talk to yourself, you crazy. No, I talk to myself. I get the best fucking answers, the best reasons. I said the bestest. I'm serious. So yeah, start talking to yourself a little bit more out there, because when you start carrying your energy to somebody else, even to just ask them a question, like in the midst of you asking them that question, they can be to use 1900 of your cells, your mind as well, and then act like they won't tell. So yeah, and you'll end up in jail out there. So yeah, be careful what energy you carry to people and what energy they're carrying too, because you can have a positive and they could be negative about you. And what do you think that's gonna do when you do a negative and positive? Just think about it, babe. What would happen if you did a negative and positive in your car? I'm serious. If you just did it, I'm serious. If you just did it, what you think? Okay, well, think of yourself the same way. It is. It's what our body say. And your body saying, no, tell that bitch to go away. I'm saying, no, seriously. No, for real, though. Like, don't fight what your battle telling you, though. I mean, what your body is telling you, though. Because your body speaks languages to you. You know when your body is sick. You know when you need some medicine, bitch. I'm just saying, right? So do the same thing with your brain. Do the exact same thing, okay? And that'll help a lot of toxic stuff stay away. Seriously. Don't consume so much of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't drink so much of it. Poison, baby. Poison, because it can go in your head or in your body and shit. And then you end up being down here sick. For real. You want to heal. You really do. You don't want to listen to these people that don't tell the truth. You want to heal, baby. You want to be at peace. You want to have love in your heart. You want to know where to start, baby. You want to know where to start. And you start with you. That's what you need to do. Start with you. And who gives a fuck who don't like it? Half of these people I realize don't even like themselves, not one little bit, because if they did, they would not be doing the shit. You feel me? That's real me. I'm serious. That's real me. You got to feel me, baby. I'm serious. So we ain't got further to go, baby. We here though. We here to be thankful. Just be thankful for that. But give your life back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do all that. You can go right now and give your life back. And no problem. I'm talking about quick too. So if not, then quit fucking doing what you do and complaining too. Just stop it, babe. Just stop it. Mm-mm. Don't do it. Period. Cool. Yeah, because eventually you're only doing it to you, and that's not a smart thing to do. That's it. I mean, how much more do you want to get, baby, when you're not giving me shit? That's another thing too. You can tell a mother, like, what do you do? I'm saying, what do you do, baby? What do you do? What? Make sure that it's you. Everybody got something that they would like to do, right? Where you should have something that you actually like. And just in case your job don't work out or this don't work out, you should always have something like inside you that really sets that fire, boo. I'm talking about really like sets a fire inside of you. Find that and go ahead and do it. Like, do it. Like, that's your gift that God gave you. God give out gifts too. It's just not, I guess you could say physical. Well, it can be physical, but that God got is spiritual gifts. Spiritual gifts. The gifts of knowing, the gifts of being able to see. Yeah, they call it the gifts of prophecy. Like, that's a very and like people say, you could be hell cursed or blessed with it today. It's a blessing and a curse. That's what they say. You know, but it just depends on which way you use it. It do, and don't let nobody allow you to lose a gift that God God give you that, and you gonna let anybody you shouldn't let nobody take. I'm not. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And a lot of people are not excited that God gives you gifts. A lot of people did not get God gifts. You know why? Because they don't have God's heart. That's what it is. You don't have God's heart, baby. That's how. God's heart is broken too. But shit, God still loves you. So that's why. Yeah, that's why I just said it. Just said it. When your heart get broken, you ready to go out here and bomb the whole fucking United States. You just can't wait till your heart feel great again. And then y'all go get other motherfuckers and bring them in. We going over here to knock down 8th Street. What? That type of stuff. And then y'all be so worried about us because we not going with y'all on that bullshit. Like, no, I don't care who you get. I was watching a video where, usually when somebody take off running, I'm talking about just out of the blue running, and you see somebody running, you don't know what, you just start running to. That's how the energy be flowing, boo. Like, y'all can get anybody can do whatever you want to do, especially when it's negative, too. You can have a whole damn crew all the way down 8th Street. But try to do something with royal feed, and you gotta compete and shit. You gotta knock out a bitch. I mean, all kind of shit. But I guess that's how y'all get when y'all ain't talking about shit. I mean, I'm just being honest. Motherfuckers that's talking about something and really trying to doing something ain't worried about what nobody else got going on. The competition has been ridiculous. It has. The competition has just been ridiculous, and then you realize it ain't even no competition because everybody not doing the same fucking thing anyway. Out of all the gifts that everybody may have gotten, everybody, we not all down here rotting and trying to, I'm going to outdo, I'm going to outdo you, I'm going to outdo. No, baby, no. Them kind of gifts ain't to be outdone. It's to say that God gave you one. That's it. Like, God gave me a gift. God gave me a gift, and it's like, oh, I didn't like the gift God gave him, so I'm gonna go give my gift to you, or you can have it, or you can just destroy it and take. No, baby, no, no, no. And I can see why God did not give it to a lot of y'all, because y'all already deceptive. What is deceptive, destructive, and all that. No, that is not where God gifts need to be at. God's gift don't need to be in nobody like that, baby, causing people to have heart attacks and doing all that toxic shit. No, baby, no, no, no. And after a while, if you get them and if you abuse them and keep abusing them, you're gonna lose them, baby. God ain't gonna keep on giving you the 10. Like, I chose you for a reason. You were chosen for a reason, baby. And trust me, everybody is not gonna be. I'm serious, and as far as I can see, it ain't gonna be a lot of people in the family. It's probably gonna be one person in your family that's chosen to break that spell. destroyed as well. I'm serious. It's only one person, and only one person probably gonna have the balls or the nuts to do it. Is balls and nuts the same thing? Balls, nuts, yeah, same thing. But yeah, somebody gonna only have the balls and nuts out there to do it. You know. Some people get conflicted to what everybody else is doing. Shit, where everybody else doing it like this, we're gonna do it like that. That's called what? Crowd control? Is that crowd control? When you will sell your soul to be in the crowd, that crowd that's being controlled. They're being controlled. A lot of people are already programmed to the matrix and don't want nobody to break it. I'm serious. You want people to fake and shit, and that's not what we came here to deal with. A lot of people just gonna get what they can get. They feel like, well, I ain't shit. I might well gonna accept what they gonna give me big. No, that's why I was telling y'all about that $1 million though. So you gonna accept $1 million that they can give you when you can go get a million your damn self, boo. That's why I say the little money that you child. And you know that $1 million can be made by the family. The family. That's why I say you gonna give it just for a me. So you gonna use that million because after you put that your hand on it, after you put your fingerprints on that little $1 million, and you didn't curse anybody else up under your collar. I'm saying your collar, your generation, baby, your generational wealth. You didn't just curse everybody else, even yourself. You cursed them. The people that's coming in after you. People don't think about. Like I guess a lot of people think we just the last ones here. There ain't gonna be nobody else after us and all that. No, baby, it's gonna go and go and go, and it's gonna go some more. It's gonna keep going out. It is. It's gonna keep going. Like people not knowing that it's gonna keep going. Somebody else gonna come in your family. Somebody else gonna come in your family, and somebody it's gonna keep going. That's why I say you're supposed to be thinking about doing it for them. That's your lineage. That's your bloodline, right? Child. That's why I say I don't know why people be trying to fight. I guess you fight your bloodline, honey. I guess. Or you fighting just because you like to be in a bunch of mess, child. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling about some people. That's why I say be able to tell about you, you know. And if you're going to do it, then really you can't be shamed down here, boo. A lot of people that did some shit now, and now they looking down on the ground and shit. Don't want to look at you. But look, baby, if you going to be bold enough to do it, then be bold to accept it, too. I mean, and that's really whatever you do. Like, it shouldn't be a secret. Nothing. Secret what? Like, unless it's a secret, like you finna, surprise somebody with something like very loving and kind of situation. But secret, no, it shouldn't be no groups of people going over there playing bomb attacks and stuff, and then don't tell us because it's a secret. It shouldn't be motherfuckers meeting up in meetings and all that old goddamn shit, trying to plot and plan to take over the rural creek, and we don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just some secrets that ain't no secret, baby. We all need to know. That's what we here for. So we all know what's going on. It shouldn't be, oh, y'all know it's finna be this, but we don't know goddamn shit. No, that's not fair and equal. No, that's not. That's not fair and equal for our people. Like, no, that's why we said we're going to have to do our own research and stuff without y'all. Because a lot of them, they don't want us to know what's really going on. They want us to keep a motherfucker, they want a motherfucker to keep us confused and locked down. And that's crazy, though. That's crazy. As far as we could possibly go, that is so crazy, though. To me. To me, that's crazy. Like, you want to lock up what? The minds. Lock up the people's mind. They want to lock up y'all mind, baby. And it seems crazy, but y'all letting them lock it up, baby. Letting them lock up your minds, baby. Some people's minds on lock. Like, child, it should not. I was it shouldn't be. I'm serious. It should not be no secrecy about none. I mean, about none of that, baby. Especially when it could be so much better if everybody just got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about this land, but yeah, I mean, just do better with yourself out there, baby. Just do better with yourself, and that's okay, cause people gonna be looking at you a certain way. We be like, oh, that's okay, it's okay. They looked at Jesus the same way, baby. Yeah. So I guess that's the new message down here. It feel like the weekend, but it don't feel. It's Saturday, friend, and that is considered the weekend. These days all coming to an end, baby. All these bad days and all that. I'm ready to get the good ones all back. I'm talking about all of them. That's why I say go back in in your childhood and stuff. I'm talking about for even me, y'all go back in your childhood again, baby, and see why y'all don't like me. No, no, for real. Why you don't like yourself? And I ain't even worried about nobody else, baby. Why you don't like yourself? Go back up in there and see what hurt you. Probably hurt me. I'm serious. But no, that don't make me mad at y'all. You feel me? Like, I'm not mad at nobody. So if people say she mad, she mad. No, the fuck I'm not. No, no, I'm not. Because I know what I got. So no, I'm not. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not jealous of nobody. I'm not nobody. Like, really, nobody. I ain't even had time for it. I'm saying I ain't had time for it, baby. I really just ain't had time for it, you know? And me myself, I know exactly where I want to go. I know exactly where I want to go. Yeah, I already got it picked out. But yeah, I mean, just know yourself down here. Know yourself. Once you start knowing yourself, then anybody else would be just a natural flow. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it go, baby. That's the way it go. So now that we know a little bit more information about this place, see about this place, then maybe y'all will want to stay and not be erased. Maybe. Just maybe. Everybody not going to feel it, baby. Listen, trust me. Everybody is not going to feel the same. And that's why I say life is not a game. You know, unless you shame. Don't be shamed, baby. Don't be shamed. Okay? Well, I heard shame, go away. So somebody is getting ready to take the shame away. Good job, baby. Good job. Now you can go through life without having to steal, kill, and rob. Good job. I'm so proud of you. You know, don't too many people get to hear that. Like, I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. Well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of anybody that's even just trying to make it. I did not say take it or fake it. I said anybody that's trying to make it. Well, I love y'all. I do. I mean, you ain't got to love me, but you ain't even started loving you. Child. Later.